And hello everybody, welcome back to another video today. We are back inside of Minecraft and we are playing Everything Parkour 3, which is supposed to be every block and item in the game as of 1.17. I am... Whoops. Great start. I'm already, feeling a bit stressed about how much there's going to be. I'm going to be interested to see how many checkpoints he added throughout this thing. The first map was pretty difficult. The second map was really easy, so I'm kind of hoping that this map strikes a balance, but at the same time, I think I'd enjoy a bit more of a difficult map. More enjoyed in hindsight than at the time. It's always annoying at the time, but any improved skills from it, always appreciate having that later. Having multiple of different kinds of ores is so weird. That feels like such a modded thing to have. Oh, we got checkpoints off of those now. Did they actually work? Yeah, okay. I was kind of worried. The one in the first map that he had didn't work, so I was a little worried that this one wouldn't, but we're good. Okay, all the different stripped logs and stripped wood. Just the different wood adds so many different things. Also, how far ahead is the next checkpoint? Not too far. It definitely looks like the checkpoints are closer spaced together than the first map for sure. It's hard to say on the second just because the second map felt so much shorter, but at the same time I think there was only 2 or 3 checkpoints throughout the whole thing, so I don't know. Okay. Yeah, and also, I'm very sad. Missed a post yesterday. This is my first time missing a post in 15 days or whatever. I was finally getting back into my daily posting schedule, and then I missed a day. It's because I had a stretch where I wasn't able to record for 3 days. And I set up my upload schedule for it I was going to be able to record at least one of the 3 days. And as a result, I ended up missing a day. So that was kind of my bad for not realizing that I wasn't going to be able to record one of the days. And I suffered for it. Whoops. We're making good time so far. I mean, obviously, right now, we're just on block stuff, and there's also supposed to be all the different items and stuff. Oh my word, that was a far slime jump. I hate soul sand. The only thing worse than soul sand jumps are pretty much ice jumps, and then soul sand jumps with ice underneath. But for the most part, normally soul sand jumps are one of the worst. As long as you can crouch off to the side of the block, they're not any worse than slime or honey or whatnot. But in spots where you can't, they're a pain. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about soul sand jumps that messes with me. Whoops. I'm starting to mess up a bit more. Okay. Bam. I'm just gonna crouch off again. Yeah, I mean, legit the only complaint that I could even come up with these map series if I wanted to try to, which I don't really want to, but if I did, the only complaint I could even think of is that, because it's all just over the void, it's pretty bland overall. But, that's kind of to be expected. Oh, is there going to be powdered snow? How are you supposed to... How would powdered snow work, though? Because unless we have leather boots, it won't. Okay. Well, I guess part of the reason why the item map was so short is the map creator did have some spots, with the, whatchamacallit, the enchantments and potions and stuff were just kind of like, we're just gonna kind of skip that, which is completely fair. Like, it really hurt the length of the map, but overall, if I was him, I wouldn't want to go through all that stuff either, so, yeah, kind of hard to complain. Okay, come on, come on. I hate ice jumps so much. I also hate that they're so far along the checkpoint all the way up there. I mean, I guess quite a bit further length to go. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, there's a checkpoint right there. Okay, I was going to say quite a bit of length to go before we're ever going to hit a checkpoint again, but no. I just didn't see it. Okay. Gotta get back into the flow of parkour now that I haven't done it for 3 days. Whoops. Whatever. I will say, like, I've talked to some people I know, like, through the YouTube circuit and stuff, and a lot of them are like, man, you are posting way too many parkour videos, but, like, they're just so much fun. And it's easy to get titles and stuff from them, and I get to, whoops, get better at parkour all at once. I do think after we fall again, I'll probably just cut to when I make it up there, just because if I don't do stuff like that early on in this map, for how long this is probably going to be, this is going to be a long video. And I'd rather not have to try and do 2 videos on the map, just because I find that if I ever go to a second video on a parkour map, I likely won't get it done. Whoosh. Okay. Whoa. That is slippery. Can't believe I almost fell off that. So again, in portal frames. Stress me out. Alright, looks like we don't have to do a cut yet. Very good, very good. I should have, like, some sort of, like, policy for at what point we cut, but I'm not super stressed about it now. I do like the fact that these you don't have to actually swim through this time. I hated that about the last one, with all those swim jumps. Just because the swim jumps were right before a pretty difficult segment. So as a result, you kept having to go through that again and again and again, and it just took so long to go through just like 4 jumps. So it was annoying. I also wonder if the map creator figured out anything to... I forgot about how those work! Well, rip that. But yeah, I wonder if the map creator figured anything about how to get minecart jumps and stuff like that to a point that they won't be a problem with invisible blocks and stuff. Boom. Okay. Bam. Ah, I missed it again. Okay. Maybe I'll say like 5 fails in an area fairly far away from the start will be a good point to kind of say, okay, I'm gonna cut it, do this off camera, and we'll go from there. But anyway, yes. So many terracotta jumps. I always forget how many different kinds of leaves there are in the game, because there's one for each kind of wood, but like whenever you're in a spot, like you're only seeing 1 or 2 kinds of trees most of the time for your general surroundings. So as a result, it's, you know, it's always kind of weird when they get laid out all at once for you to realize just how many there are. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna cut once I make it back over to there. Of course, I do the cut and make it first try. Only thing is if I'll be able to get that. That like, the way that plant works is so obnoxious because you have to just go for it. I have to gun it from the point that I land on it, but at the same time it's at a weird angle to turn for it. So I don't know. That jumps. It's a bit on the obnoxious side. I will say I do kind of like being able to sometimes do some of the parkour off camera because it gives me a chance to just kind of, you know, chill, listen to some music, a podcast, whatever, and just kind of chill with the parkour. Ah, there we go. I don't know if there's invisible blocks under this or not. I know last time there's invisible blocks under all this stuff, but definitely not under the bamboo. Okay, I'll see you guys once I make it back. Okay, we're back here. I will say I do plan on doing this video with a lot more like cuts and stuff, just from the standpoint of it's going to be such a long map that I feel like I don't really have any other options if we want to get through it, just because I remember how long the first map was, and if we're adding essentially a whole nother map in there. Oh, snap. This should be pretty much a straight fall. Oh no, I have to go for that on the first one? Are you kidding me? No. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Try this again. Pretty sure I pretty much just need a straight fall from here. And then the moment that I hit the slime block, I gotta start going. Yes. Okay, we made it. We're on to the next section. Oh. But yeah. Parkour is like, I don't know. I find it so strangely relaxing while at the same time stressful. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's really weird. What does the sign say? Do not hit the respawn anchor. They do in fact explode. Okay. Appreciate the tip. I was reading fallen composters. Such a weird feature, I guess. It's just really trippy. Okay, campfires. This would so be an appropriate time for me to fall on the campfires. Nope, we're good. I don't know. I find campfires jumps really easy, but then whenever I say that I find them easy, I end up falling on them. I don't know, just something about saying the word easy just like cues an instant fall when you're playing parkour. Like, you can kind of think it in your head, but the moment that you say it out loud, you just kind of fall. It's a curse. I don't know if that's something that a lot of people deal with, or if it's just a matter of, you know, something psychologically that, you know, is a problem for me, where if I start to think that it's easy, I start to, like, let my guard down and do worse. I feel like I'd struggle with campfire jumps a lot more if you had to make it across like a long enough string of them that you have no choice but to I missed that. Oh my word, there are so many candles. Please tell me I get to just walk across them. I think they're set up to just walk across them. Oh. Anyway, what was I saw the how many candles there were and started freaking out and forgot everything that I was saying. Like, legit, I've completely forgotten whatever it was that I was saying. Okay. Oh, right, I was talking about campfires. Like, if there was enough of them that I had to take them on the first damage tick, instead of being able to stand on them for 2 damage ticks, and then I think I'd start to struggle a lot more. Okay. No, I fell off the edge again. Like, I just slip off the candles. Like, I land on them, and then it just goes, and I crouch, And it just goes, nope, you're slipping off anyway. It's like, seriously? Also, am I the only one that finds it weird that there's double trapdoors now? Or trap chests now? Like, I don't know, that's still just so weird to me. Because I always think of them as a, you know, like you got a single trap chest. Like, if you see a double chest, you know for a fact that it's not trapped. Like, I kind of miss that kind of safety. Whoops. Okay, I'll catch you guys once I make it back up there. Okay, whoops. That was scary. Let's try this whole candle thing again. Okay, so now I think if I run, I can just kind of run across these. This is stressful. My word. These candles scare me to death. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. Doing well. I like how many different kinds of candles there are. Like, it gives more variation to the types of light that are in the game, which is really the only reason why I like candles in any way. But, like, there's so many. I also kind of wish they put them all in a straight line so that I didn't have to turn every time. I feel like this is 100% the sort of area that you fall on the last turn or on the jump off of. Okay, never mind, we're good. Slide down the honey block. Yeah, I know how honey blocks work. Not that it matters if I mess it up anyway. I am heartbroken. Now I must go all the way back. Okay, guys, I'll catch y'all in a second. Okay, bit of a journey back. Let's give this another shot. Ah, my word. It's gonna happen every time, isn't it? Well, once again, back on the long journey back. I'm just worried there's gonna be something also difficult after that. Well, I mean, the honey jump shouldn't be difficult. It's just a matter of I'm being dumb and not getting it done properly. But, like, my main concern is that there'll be something difficult after that, and I'm gonna, you know, hit a point of having to go quite far to get back, which actually is fine. I mean, it forces me to do these jumps more, which gets me more practice and makes it so I can do them more consistently, which, as I've mentioned many times before, is the reason why I like maps with further apart checkpoints. Like, the thing about maps with further apart checkpoints is, from how fun a map is standpoint, closer checkpoints makes a map more fun. I'm just gonna say it. But, like, when it comes to actually getting better at parkour, maps with further apart checkpoints are 100% better, unless you're trying to only improve at one specific jump. But if you're just trying to improve in general, then it forces you to go through lots of different jumps over and over and over again. And you have to be able to get them to a high rate of success to be able to go anywhere. Anyway, I'm going to stop bothering you guys and catch you guys once we're back at the honey. Okay, once again, we're back to the honey. Come on. Why? What am I doing wrong here? I'm so confused what I'm doing wrong with these honey jumps. Like, am I seriously not going far enough right? If anything, it's felt like... Okay, anyway. Enough. I'll think about it once I get back there. Okay. After journeying back yet again, let's see if I learned my lesson. No, I sure didn't. I'm so confused with these slime blocks. How in the world am I supposed to slide across them properly? Like, I know I'm doing something wrong here. I mean, that last one was just bad. I'm just a bit confused as to what exactly it is I'm doing wrong. Anyway, you guys get to continue watching my fails. Well, we've been here before, that's for sure. Is there something up with the way that's set up? Here, one sec. Let's take. I want to take a look at this. What? Like, this is the only time I've ever seen slime set up specifically like this, and for this specific set of slime, I can't latch on. There's not enough slime to actually make that possible. What? The only possible way I could think is you have to make it to the last one and then hook on, but that doesn't work. Especially since there's invisible blocks all along here. Like, if you remove the invisible blocks, it might be possible. Yeah, once you remove the invisible blocks, it's no problem. They made the jump impossible. Okay. That explains why I was working weird. Do I run off this? You know what? Since they made the jump possible, I'm running off of this. And maybe, like, in some way that jump can be possible with invisible blocks there, but my assumption is that the map creator tested it without the invisible blocks there, and then realized afterwards that, oh snap, you can make it there. And just wait for that to run out, and then go. Let me actually just check. How long does that last? 8 seconds. Okay. I'm always scared in situations like this that the speed's gonna like run out partway through. That was 1, 2. Nah, I mean, I guess there was still enough speed left for me to probably make that. I don't know. I'm too paranoid about that sort of stuff because I have been on maps before where they have it set up where you run out of speed just before you make it to the end. So that way you'll fall off if you keep going. So as a result, I get paranoid. Especially on a map like this where the checkpoints are so far apart. But that's fine. Now we got this section again. It's just the same thing as last time. No. There is no floor here. Okay, cool. Good to know. Am I gonna hit an invisible block? Yeah. Whee. Okay. Bam. I'm setting my spawn point. I'm taking advantage of the fact they made this whole thing out of beds. I mean, granted, there's a spawn point pretty close here, but still, I refuse to not play it safe. It's so annoying that, like, I spent so long struggling on an impossible honey jump. I should have realized that's what it was sooner, but I don't know. There was something in me telling me, nah, this jump's possible. Surely it's possible. But sure enough, it's not. I do feel kind of bad that I didn't go restart it after I GG it there, but I figure that I've been there enough times that I wasn't dealing with that again. Not unless I fell afterwards and had to go back, which would have made me very sad. Target pluck. Hopper. Lecterns are so interesting because their hitboxes are so weird. Oh. Interesting spot. Good way to use a couple of the other buttons too. Get a spawner in. I'm guessing we're only going to see the one type of spawner. Man. Oh, whoops. I was pretty close to the next area too. Oh, ah. I like all the redstone stuff just because, I don't know. Something about parkouring on these weird like button blocks and the jumps that just go to a redstone dust. It's kind of fun. Oh, missed the daylight sensor. Oh. Yeah. These maps are always so funny too from the standpoint of with maps like this that have far apart checkpoints, which really, to me, is the main thing about this map that stands out to me, is how far apart the checkpoints are. Like, the map creator went and grabbed one of every single block and item in the game and made parkour out of it, but to me the point that stands out is the distance between the checkpoints, you know, obviously. Like, I find that with the first map, for example, like, while doing it, I got kind of annoyed. But, like, in hindsight afterwards, I really enjoyed the map. And I have a feeling that if I bump into another spot like with the honey blocks, I'm going to have some of that with this one too, where I get kind of annoyed while doing it, but then after I'm done, I can kind of look at it and go, yeah, no, that was fun. That was enjoyable. I hate these jumps. They're a bit far apart for comfort. Luckily, they're not quite any further. If they were just a bit further, this would be very painful. Okay, luckily that checkpoint's fairly easy. Now we got like shulker boxes and walls and all that junk. It's gonna be a bit painful. I don't know why I find walls so difficult as a type of jump. Like, there's something about it. Boom, boom. Maybe it's just that I slide off sometimes. It drives me insane. Whee. Oh, right, that doesn't work. I appreciate that they didn't just do the shulker tower like they did last time. Like, that's fine and all, but it's kind of boring and takes a while to go through. Also, they put physical blocks underneath the doors this time, which, once again, I appreciate. I feel like last time where you had to use the blocks under the doors to make it, but you couldn't see them, it was kind of trippy. I just fell without jumping. Man. Now we're all the way back here. Got a pretty long distance to go. My word. Come on, I got this. Okay, back to the shulkers. I don't like the fact that there's stuff down there. I have to head all the way down there. Although that looks like that's getting into items down there. Whoops. I had a cursor placement. Yeah, no, that's definitely items. So we're almost to the point of starting to bump into some items. I wonder if there's going to be any block jumps after we make it to items, or if they just kind of set it up to, you know, you got your base jumps, then you got your item jumps, and go from there. Whew! That was stressful. That was way too close for comfort. That was on this side. Okay. Yeah, I love how all this time they never have fixed the being able to go up doors by jumping and opening the door. This was on this side, right? Yeah, it was on this side. But more importantly, that's on that side. Probably like this. That one's just gonna stay out like that. No! I was so close. Oh, and now I have so far to go. Okay, I'll catch you guys once I make it back to the trapdoors. Okay, we're back here. Actually, I guess I went to here on accident. I just kind of momentumed it. Anyway. Okay, cool. Cauldrons. We're going to have different levels of water. Are they going to put lava in it too? No? I'll come. Can't lava go into cauldrons now? Because can't you generate lava now using dripstone? I believe a lava source block above the dripstone, and then stinking cauldrons. Choose your path. I hate stairs. That's all I have to say. I do appreciate that they let you choose your path there. Like, I don't know. I'd rather take the slightly harder jumps. No! Oh, that stinks so much. I have to go all the way back. What was I even saying? Yeah, I'd rather take the slightly harder jumps that don't involve all the up-down that stairs give. Although maybe that means I should take the stairs since I am less willing to do them. Anyway, regardless, guys, I guess I'll catch all of you when I'm back there. My word. There's going to be a second. Okay, I'm honestly not sure where exactly in all here I fell, because it took quite a bit to get back here, so I'm just going to go off of here. Anyway, checkpoint accomplished. Now we got a bunch of slab jumps, which should be easy enough. Slab jumps don't really stress me out at all. They're just normal jumps, just with, you know, an extra half block gap you can have with them. Really aren't all that difficult. Plus, since they're ending at the same spot as the stairs, and they have to have all the different types, I bet. Yeah. Probably not meant to be that difficult. Okay. Just put it in the water. And now we got a stick. We are finally on to the items. Let me just say, this map has taken a while. I kind of expected it to, but my word. There's still so much to go. Like, it's weird thinking that, you know, assuming they laid this out how I think they did, whenever we drop down there, we've pretty much hit the finish point for map 1, and now we're on map 2. Now map 2 went a lot faster than map 1, from what I remember, so shouldn't be too stressful. I think both of the videos came out fairly long, if I remember properly. It's just that with map 2, I spent a lot less off-camera time, and or was map 2's video only like 17 minutes long and the first one was like 40? Maybe it did take a lot longer. Anyway, I digress. Boom. Alright, vendor. My goodness, all the way back here to the guest tier. I started moving towards the 1 and I realized last second I was going the wrong way and flicked too large of a flick. The problem with movement in Minecraft is like, well, not the problem, but it's just weird. With the way momentum works, like, you can move pretty large distances without losing your momentum, but it just has to be a smooth, kind of slow movement. And then you can keep most of your momentum turning. But, like, if you turn too, like, snappily, like if you kind of snap to the point, then you lose all your momentum. And obviously there's a lot of in between there for keeping some degrees of momentum, but not all of it and stuff like that. Anyway, Riptide leather, so many different items. It's always weird seeing an item that I don't particularly recognize. And man, I have to go all the way back. Okay. If I fall again here, then I'll probably start just cutting to where we've been. I hate not having clouds on. It makes the world feel so empty, but at the same time it's necessary for the map. You don't want just clouds in your way. I feel like I've gotten so much worse at dropper. Like, I used to be decent, but then, like, there was kind of a time period where I didn't play a ton of Minecraft for a while. That was a weird time in my life. But, when I kind of started coming back to Minecraft, like, 2 years ago or whatever, I found that just dropper sort of stuff is something that I just can't do well anymore. And I don't know what it is that kind of ruined my ability to do droppers, but like, I don't know, there's just something about it. Also, I know I said I was gonna cut it the next one, but I kind of got to talking. So we'll just pretend the last run didn't happen. But yeah, I don't know, just weird. Oh, okay. I'll see you guys when I get back there. Okay, we should be about to where I was before. Okay, got the different ores. Still don't know how I feel about the new ore system. I love the fact that fortune applies to stuff like iron now, but like having chunks instead of ore or whatever they're called, it's just such a weird system in my opinion. Like I kind of wish, nice, it was set up like, what's the one mod that adds some fortune stuff? They seriously added a 4-block jump with items. But like the one mod that adds in a form of, no, it's MCMMO. The plugin adds in a form of fortune with ores that like works really well because you know you still get your ores, but they double, right? And then if you place them again and try and fortune them again, or double them again, it doesn't work. Okay. Like that takes me really far back because I remember on one server I was on once with MCMMO, I had my mining skill high enough that I was pretty much guaranteed ore doubling, and then I also had a fortune 3 pick. So what I did was I went and like I found a shop that sold diamond ore, just somebody that was in a P shop selling diamond ore, and they sold it for cheap enough, nice checkpoint, that I could buy it and then fortunate, and then with the help of the ore doubler, you know, sometimes you get like 16 diamonds from those. I could then go sell the diamonds and just to the base in-game shop and make money. It was pretty broken. Like it should not have worked. And part of it's just a matter of, you know, the price that the dude was selling the ore for was cheaper than it should have been. But at the same time, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm also confused on why the MCMMO worked on ores that had been mined by him in the past. But I take it that it probably had something to do with the P shop treating it like it was a new ore when you got it. But I don't know. It was weird, but it was a nice trick. So yeah, I kind of wish they had done something like that to add fortune in instead of adding chunks. I also hate the new way the ore looks. Like I was talking to a guy and we were, like he brought up a good point. What they should have done is they should have added a classic mode option. Which actually, wait, now that I think about it, isn't in theory programmer art, classic look of Minecraft built in. That doesn't sound like, because the name's programmer art, it doesn't sound like something that would have the basic ore in it, but does it? Because if it does, then I guess they do have an option for that. I've just never looked at that before. Because it says programmer art, so it's not the sort of thing you'd expect for the classic stuff. Huh. Maybe I'll have to test that out and see how it looks, because I might actually use that if it has the classic ore look. Just because I hate the corner look. Although, it will come at a price, like, because if netherrack's the old style and stuff like that, yuck. I hate old netherrack. I don't know. Tough decision. Assuming it even does have the old ore. Maybe I should just go try and find a texture pack that adds the old ore. And Because I believe the point of it was to make it easier on colorblind people to notice the ore. But, like, my thing about that always was, like, colorblind people are a small enough portion of the audience that it feels like for that it makes much more sense to add it as a optional accessibility feature. That way, you know, you can leave ore the same, but you can also add a feature in, so in that way people that are colorblind can still see it just as well, so in that way everybody wins out. Like, if it was one of those things where it was one or the other, I'd probably be like, alright, just make it so that the colorblind people can, you know, see it well. But since it's not a one or another situation, you can have the best of both worlds. It feels like it would have made so much more sense to just add in an option for it, especially considering how much uglier the new ore looks compared to the old stuff. I don't know. Just my opinion. Okay, come on. So much food. So many different kinds. Okay, bam. Okay. Oh, I almost messed that up. That would have been scary. Or, that was scary. But, next checkpoint. We shouldn't... Yeah, we're not that far off at all from the end, which is nice. We're gonna... Like, the video length, I don't think will be too much longer than the first map. And, actually, I don't think I've spent too much longer so far on this than I did on the first one. It's just a matter of the first one, I cut up recording it into 2 sections because I did it for like an hour and a half or something and then had to run and do something and come back. So as a result, you know, even though it was longer, it feels shorter in hindsight just because it was cut into multiple segments, whereas I've just sat down and done this one all in one, which is kind of annoying, which probably means that, you know, since I'm going to have to post this one today after I finish recording it, that tomorrow's probably going to be another situation where I'm recording a video same day as I'm posting it. Maybe. We'll see. Really just depends, because I have some siege practice and stuff I need to do, and some actual school-related stuff to do. So we'll just see how much time I have later today on whether or not tomorrow's video will be late too. And he actually did all the different potions this time. That is very cool. I'm very proud of the map creator. I still... Oh, no! Ah, that stinks. This is going to be such a painful part. The nice thing about it is you can kind of get into a flow for the different areas. Like, just kind of get a good feel for it and just kind of go straight at it without much thought behind it. Boom. But yeah, that's going to be a lot of potions. Ooh, gold armor has decent sized jumps. I love how the gold armor jumps are so much longer than the diamond or netherite. Well, maybe not that much more than the netherite, but at least compared to the diamond. Okay. Boom. Now we got splash potions, which I can just kind of step up like a staircase, as long as I'm careful. Lingering potions, which are all set up pretty simply. The thing that's going to be annoying about this is, even though these jumps aren't difficult, there's so many of them that it'll be a pain to go back through when I inevitably fall in like the arrow section or something. Although the arrow section will also be a pain to go back through. That's the thing that stinks about these. This map has been great so far, though. Okay. Boom. Like, a bit frustrating at times. I think, in hindsight, I think I know what I was doing wrong with the honey block section. I'll show you guys what I mean after we finish the map, probably, assuming I think of it after we finish. It's weird how all the other things that were the same kind of had the exact same pattern for movement, and then the spawn eggs are the exception. It just seems kind of random. Like, doesn't really feel like a spot where you bother to add an exception. Just kind of do the same thing with the spawn eggs. But I guess there are a ton of spawn eggs. Like, my word, we've been going through these for a while. Okay. Boom. Up here. I always forget just how many mobs there are in this game. Like, my word. No! The second to last jump! No! I'm gonna have to go all the way back there. I'll see you guys there. Okay. Let's do this! Yes! Okay, finally. My word, that took forever. Oh, man. Map made by this guy. Okay, yeah, this guy, pretty cool. Yeah, like and subscribe. That was fun. That was painful. My word. You know, I was saying earlier that I couldn't really think of anything bad to say besides the lack of anything around to say about that. But no, the fact that this guy always adds like a really difficult set of jumps. Well, I guess it wasn't that difficult, but like the fact that the last jump's always something fairly difficult is so infuriating. Anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. This was a fun map. My word, there was a lot of stuff. Like, yeah, looking out into the distance. My word. It's even lagging because of how high I have the render distance. Okay, anyway. Anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. This was fun. Thank you, Ghost King, for making all these maps. Ultimately, I won 2-1. The first map, I cheated to get back to the last jump, as I mentioned in that video, which I still regret. I still kind of want to go through and actually beat that map, but I beat the other two, so I don't feel too bad. Except for the honey jumps. Right, the honey jumps. My word, it took like 30 seconds to fly back here. So, the only thing I could think of is it in any way possible? No. Okay, yeah, nah, this was set up poorly. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm right that the only way that I could have completed this was to break down those invisible blocks. And I'm pretty sure they're there to try and prevent you from jumping, like, on top of it at any point. But I couldn't see any way you could do that. And the problem is, with the way honey blocks work, even if you get onto this one, by the time you've fallen down to the next one, like with invisible blocks there. Like here, let me just take another look at this with the possibility of flying. Just go back up. Like, yeah, nah, there's no way. I definitely think this was something that like he put in hindsight. Like he came back and was like, wait, maybe I need some invisible blocks here to make sure nobody's cheating on top of them or whatever. And then it turned out that he made the jump possible by doing that, but didn't notice or something. I don't know. That's just a theory. This map is way too long. My word, it took a long time for me to get back here. And then there's stuff like these candles that are just like, my word. Anyway, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you again, Ghost King, for the map. If you guys are interested, link will be in the description if you want to go check out the map yourself. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.